He is a soccer prodigy who has become a New England revolution.
A star is born at Gillette Stadium.
A 3-year veteran who just happens to be in high school.
This right here is my report card with all passes.
And a homegrown favorite who is quickly becoming a teenage heartthrob. For the next 36 hours, we get on board with star midfielder Diego Fagundez. The unusual life of the youngest scoring sensation in the league. Next on MLS 36. (7:10 a.m.) Leominster, Massachusetts, 4th of July weekend. 18-year-old Diego Fagundez receives one of the most unique wake-up calls in MLS.
Diego.
His mom.
Bonito.
Still living in his childhood home with his parents.
Good morning.
The New England Revolution star has 15 minutes before he must leave for training. Plenty of time to text his girlfriend. Eat a breakfast fit for a champion.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Wasn't chocolate milk. I don't like white milk.
Visit with his dog Bella. Oh. And then head to work.
No, no jumping.
As part of MLS's initiative to groom local talent, Fagundez was spotted by the Revolution and signed to a professional contract before he even entered high school.
I'm 18, I'm still in school, and I play professional soccer, and that's a unique thing. Teachers usually say, oh, it's hard to be a professional, you need to work, still do your schoolwork and study, but it's not bad. After training, you're usually tired, you're hungry, but the teachers there are very helpful, so if I do need help, or if I'm tired, or I need to take the day because I'm stressed out and stuff, she'll let me go, and then the next day we'll come back and we'll work even harder. I think I am pretty lucky. 1 out of a million people get the chance that I did, but I come from a soccer family too that when I was little, me and my dad would go to a field and train and kick the ball around and stuff, so it's, I guess working hard gets you places too. Oh, are you sweating?
Hey, God, it's a life. He really does have the life at 18, you know, living a dream every day, something that every kid wants.
There's a group of people, a large group of them that are coming just to see him play and then see if they can get an autograph or a picture after the game. Shrieking Girls is right. Yeah, they are yelling and screaming for Diego.
You're like, oh, that's right, I forgot he's like their age. And we'll start talking about, you know, old music or some kind of history, and Diego's like, what is that? I go, I forgot. You're 18, you don't know this kind of stuff.
All right, boys, we're ready for this game. All right, we'll talk one more time about, you know, what we're going to do on set pieces, corner kicks, and things like that after we see the film. But, guys, we leave here today. We know exactly what we're doing here tomorrow.
9:30 a.m. The team scouts tomorrow's opponent, the San Jose Earthquakes. At this point in the season, every game is critical, as the Revolution look to make the playoffs for the first time in 3 seasons.
See, he's looking for that ball right here, all right?
Fagundez, whose father was a professional goalie in Uruguay, is the type of young, skillful player that fits into head coach Jay Heap's system.
So you see what they're doing, right? These guys, without question, the best team probably in the history of the league last year on set pieces, so they're always a danger. They do a couple different things, but really it's about us on these set pieces. We have to step up our game and defend the out of them. Let's get a good session in. Boys, we're not going to go long today, but we got to be sharp. We got to be sharp.
It's 10 a.m., and the temperature is already over 90 degrees. The practice session will be a light one for tomorrow's game, which marks the midway point of the season.
One touch, boys, one touch. It's 8 versus 2.
Smaller than most of his teammates, Fagundez is difficult to spot on the practice pitch. But after scoring in his first pro game at just 16, his current reign as the Revs' deadliest scorer, and his chance to be the team's MVP, it's fair to say, when the lights come on, he's impossible to miss.
Fagundez! Man, oh man, this kid is the business!
He has excellent instincts for the game. He just understands where he's supposed to be.
Magnificent from Diego Fagundez.
I've been scoring since I was little, so it's all natural. As soon as I get the ball, I'm already knowing what I want to do.
Diego does it again.
He's really developed, I think, the past year, and confidence has just skyrocketed. He's got a great touch. He finds gaps that no one else does.
A star is born at Gillette Stadium.
When he's playing really well, we play really well. So Diego's influence is MVP-like at this point, you know, because he is impacting what we do on a regular basis. Get yourselves ready for tomorrow. We need a big effort from everyone. All right, 3 points is essential for us tomorrow. All right, let's go get it. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
11:30 a.m. Time to go home and rest. For Fagundez, that means returning to the place where he grew up, about an hour down the road. Tomorrow's showdown with San Jose is just 32 hours away. p.m. Back at home and with school out of session for the summer, Fagundez finds some free time to revisit a few of his favorite things.
This is the Wildfire monster truck, huge monster truck that Santa brought my brother last year, and it's pretty cool, and you can go over anything, really. Well, in this wall, there's a bunch of pictures. My prom picture, me and Sydney, my girlfriend. Not too long ago, I think it was 2 months ago. That's another unique part about myself, that I can get to go to prom, get to go to stuff other people can't do on my team. I'm so much younger than, some of them can even almost be my dad. This is my bobblehead they made last year of me. You think that matches? We can go right down to my space right here. It was the first time I was on the newspaper when I signed my professional contract at 15. I felt amazing. You can't ask for nothing better than signing a professional contract at such a young age. This is what a good fans give you. Who would ever think my head would be this big at some point? One of my favorite fans, she's a great painter, and she gave me this as a gift. Alexi Lalas, Taylor Twelman, and then me. It's kind of different because I did not expect to be basically on something where there's legends, and for me to be there, I think it's an honor, and I think I need to just keep proving that I could be there and should be there.
3:30 p.m. Fagundez heads to the local lake to rest and relax on the July 4th weekend.
There he is, I told you, it's right there.
But his unique fan base gathers on the shore.
The girls find him very cute. I call him Justin Bieber of soccer. He is the guy where if you don't want to sign anything, you go in right after him.
Hello.
When you walk out of the locker room, he takes a whole group of girls. It's like Moses, and his path opens up because everyone's going to Diego. He handles it very well. He's got a couple hundred people asking for autographs, and he signs them all.
He's very humble about that. He's of the people. I mean, he's from this area. He's a homegrown kid. These fans have been watching him since he was 15 or 16 and known about him because he was a player that was in the homegrown system. I think it's pretty crazy. I think that there are, prom requests here and there, proposals here and there. I mean, he's a heartthrob. He's a heartthrob.
Whenever we go to events and stuff, all the young girls are screaming for him, and I don't know if anybody's passed out yet, but it's only a matter of time.
With autograph signed, Fagundez heads out and hits the water.
I'm just an outdoorsman, so anything that involves water, fishing, anything like that, I'm all in. I wanted something that I can enjoy with my family and friends. So I decided to buy a boat, and so we could, all 7 of us can enjoy it. Gary, now you're gonna go off. I'm stressed out. I'll go out there and just do everything I can to have some fun with it. today, I'm not really thinking about the game. I'm just focusing on having fun with my family and stuff, and then the game stuff is right there, but just wait for the right moment to start thinking about it. Come on, Gary.
Winner! I'm the best.
6:30 p.m. With just over 24 hours until game time, Fagundez heads home. Dinner and sleep await. After all, tomorrow is the most important day of the week. (9:30 a.m.) Game day.
Diego. Diego. Diego, son 9:30. Dale. Negro. Dale, okay?
Even though it's game day, Diego Fagundez begins this morning just like all the rest. A wake-up visit from his mother, followed by an immediate text to his girlfriend, Sydney. 10:15 a.m. Breakfast with his family and Sydney.
Thank you.
Fuel for the game.
I'm eating 3 eggs, sunny side, with some home fries and bacon and 2 big pancakes with some fruit too, and it's a big breakfast.
Game tonight, right?
Yeah.
With 10 hours until kickoff, it's time for a game day ritual that has become Diego's signature.
Diego's hair, it's kind of his calling card right there. That's his trademark, is Diego Fagundez, faux hawk, mohawk kind of thing.
Some clients called in. They want to get the Diego cut.
Oh, I know who it is. 2 little kids?
2 little kids, yeah.
Yep, I sent them this way. See?
My kids, I have identical twins that are 3 years old, and they get in the tub and they say, "Dad, can I get a mohawk like Diego Fagundez?" So obviously it's catchy, and a lot of the kids are doing it these days.
I wanted to get the Diego special.
Yeah, trendsetter. Justin Bieber, MLS.
There it is again, see? There it is.
Word of mouth.
Diego's hair, it's a masterpiece. The ladies love it, so I don't say anything to it.
I'm gonna get a shirt that says Justin Bieber can't do this. I like to be different. I like to have my own taste and own style of it, and like color my hair and stuff.
It's part of his personality. It's part of the charisma he has on the field, that he can do something different with a mohawk, or he can spike it a certain way. And I find it refreshing that he wasn't afraid to continue to have that personality on the field. And I think that's what's so contagious about him.
His distinctive haircut now in full effect. Fagundez is ready for tonight's battle against San Jose.
I think it looks perfect. Now we're just ready to go have some fun at the game.
(4:45 p.m.) New England soccer prodigy arrives at the stadium and says goodbye to his parents in Sydney. With kickoff less than 3 hours away, Fagundez and his teammates focus on tonight's matchup against the Earthquakes.
Take a look, guys. We know this team. We are prepared for this, all right? We talked about their big forwards. We talked about second balls. We talked about long throw-ins. Guys, we know this team, so be prepared to fight. Lastly, we talked about on film, penetrating runs. I want to see Diego get behind. I want to see Sayer get behind. Chris, those runs will open everything up for our game. If we push their back line, there'll be space underneath for Lee and Kellen to play. That's what we need to do, guys. Get behind and play quickly. All right, get a good warm-up.
7 p.m. Revolution fans, including plenty of Fagundez faithful, anxiously await the start of the game.
How are you?
Good.
Eager to see their team return to the playoffs for the first time in 3 seasons. A victory tonight would bring that dream one step closer to reality.
Control the tempo the entire game, start to finish. Let's get after this team. 1, 2, 3, play!
7:35 p.m. Kickoff.
The Revs 0-4-1 in the last 5 meetings, but they feel like tonight's a night where they might be able to get after San Jose.
With the Revs fighting for a playoff spot, and tonight's 3 big points on the line, Diego Fagundez knows this is his time to shine.
Hey, look for those.
But for Fagundez, that moment in the spotlight is not what you might expect.
During the game, I zone out. I do not hear anything. So I don't hear the fans. You can be yelling in my ear and I still wouldn't hear you.
Hi, Diego, up, Diego, up!
Until I score or someone else score and then I get a chance to look up. Then suddenly my ears open and I can hear everything, which is the best feeling.
The long-range gunners lining it up.
1-0, New England. The silence is broken.
And the Revs have a lead.
With the game only at its 13th minute, San Jose is well within striking distance. The Revs and their 18-year-old star still have work to do in order to secure a much-needed win in front of their hometown faithful. 8 p.m. Midway through New England's all-important matchup against San Jose, the Revolution hold a 1-0 lead and look to widen the gap.
Lee Wynn takes a long-range shot himself. Another punch away by Bush. Farrell into the box. Takes a shot, and what a save there by John Bush. The Revs are on the attack again. Barrett gets a touch. Squares it. Oh, Fagundez is right there.
Pretty darn close.
For Fagundez, the action thus far has been frustrating.
Play first time!
Incredibly skillful, smart, and quick, but only 150 pounds. The scouting report on how to neutralize Fagundez is clear. Get physical.
They may not be faster, but they're definitely bigger and stronger, and he's starting to feel that. And I think that he's also adapting his game a little bit to that.
He's not the most physical person, but he'll get lower than you, so he's not going to get pushed off very easily.
Great ball for Fagundez. Good skill there from the 18-year-old.
He's definitely worked on that part of his game. And getting in the weight room and getting stronger, and so that he won't get knocked off the ball that easy.
There's not too many times when I'll say Diego Fagundez gets the better of a defender like that, but good for Diego Fagundez to get a good piece of somebody early.
Despite a 1-0 lead and plenty of scoring opportunities, the Revolution find it difficult to capitalize when it counts.
Good ball by Caldwell. This time Barrett's onside. Into the box, chips it to the back post, just wide. Was it a shot? Was it a cross? In the end, it came to nothing. So there's the whistle for halftime. 1-0 the score. They're going to go in and feel like it should be a lot more.
As halftime begins, the Revolution retreat to the locker room, but Fagundez stays outside for the halftime interview and echoes the message coach relays to the rest of the team.
Diego, that was a very good performance first half, but should it be more than 1-0?
It was a good performance. We should maybe be 3-2, or it doesn't matter right now, but we can't. We just have to keep creating those chances and finishing them off.
The second goal and the third goal are going to come. We just need to keep playing.
We just have to go and keep doing what we're doing, and we'll do great.
Great stuff. Get back to the dressing room.
If we play the way we know how to play, this game's going to be over sooner than later. Let's get after him a little bit.
By the time Fagundez enters, Coach Heaps has delivered his team message, but there's still time for personal instruction.
One of the things that you're doing really well is reading that inside run. Right? When you see Sayer and you see Chad up, we're going to hit a couple longer balls because we have 2 there. And Let either Kellen run through there, and then they slip you, right? You know what I mean? You see it's gonna be a second ball, come in, but try to stay wider and higher on that back, you know, in that little gap right there. Keep going, right? You're gonna get more of the ball, all right? You and Sayer switch again if you want, because I think they're gonna start trying to hit you a little bit more. Don't be afraid to switch 2 or 3 times, you know what I mean? Keep going.
Great energy, boys. Keep that going.
With a sense of urgency, the Revolution head out for the second half.
I'll tell you what, San Jose in the second half, not to be ignored. They have actually won 3 games this season when trailing at halftime. Diego Fagundez has been rather quiet tonight so far.
New England immediately goes on the attack in search of an insurance goal.
Oh, great ball there. Rowe for Barrett. And a good play there by Brad Ring.
But frustration mounts.
This team's hanging around right now. I don't like it at all.
Space now for Diego Fagundez. It's Diego, look at that little toe poke. Looking for Barrett, didn't curl enough, and Bush is able to make the catch.
New England has outplayed their opponent for the majority of the game, yet San Jose is not ready to concede victory just yet.
Salinas gets a step, cuts it back, still loose. The goalkeeper was down, and it's pounded clear by Gonzalez, but the Revs need to be careful here. San Jose trailing by just a goal here in minute 63.
Guys, give me Ajita, man.
Great move by Fagundez. Martinez tracks back, and then Diego's called for the foul and gets tangled up with Ring, who gets his hands up. Diego doesn't back down from the veterans.
On a night filled with missed opportunities, New England finds yet another chance to put a nail in the coffin.
This is Rowe. Win into the box, squares it, and it's 2-0! Imbago pounds it into the back of the net to double the Revs' lead. And now, finally, the scoreboard reflects the state of play, Jeff.
It absolutely does.
With the game well in hand, Diego Fagundez learns a valuable lesson. Sometimes you have to head off the field.
Sub!
In order to help your team protect the lead.
And the Revs are going to make their second sub. Good round of applause for Diego Fagundez.
Buddy, way to play, all right? Good stuff. Way to work, right?
Final seconds here. The Revs get their 4th home victory, and they open this homestand with a win over San Jose, 2-0 the final. Pretty comprehensive performance by the Revolution.
Another game is in the books for the Revolution. Just the 24th of Fagundez's promising career. In spite of his status as the Justin Bieber of MLS, this star remains well-grounded.
We didn't have our best game, but we got the 3 points, and that's the most important thing. We just have to keep looking forward this week and get those results.
At just 18 years old, Diego Fagundez has become the face of his hometown franchise. A level-headed high school kid living a real-life dream, where every day must feel like the 4th of July.